What's good, Panther Nation? This is Two Fans in the Stands. I'm CJ,
And I'm Tony.
and welcome back to another episode of What If Wednesday, where we ask the question, What if? And these are decisions that the Panthers have made in the past, decisions that they're currently making now that we will see in the near future, or things down the road that we just beg the question, What if? So,
Right.
to get on with it this episode, today's topic is what if the top four prospects in this year's NFL draft, top four quarterback prospects, are not available at the number 9 pick, and Carolina does not trade up at all and they stick with that number 9? And when I say the top four draft picks, you got Bryce Young, CJ
Right.
Stroud, Will
Right.
Levis, and Anthony Richardson. Okay. So,
Okay.
what if none of those are available? They've all been taken before we get to the number 9 pick. Now, I would kind of do a scenario sort of like our mock draft Monday for this week. I would want the Panthers to trade back a little bit, okay? Because there is a tight end that I really, really like that we can never get in our mock drafts because we believe he's a little too high to pick at number 9, but he's
Right.
always gone in the middle of the first round. Okay, and
It's like by 15, he's already gone.
he's gone. He's already
Okay.
gone, and that's
Right.
Michael Mayer from Notre Dame, tight end from Notre
Yes.
Dame. So
Yes.
me personally, I would not mind seeing the Panthers trade back to pick up said tight end Michael Mayer. See if they trade back to around middle of the first round, uh 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, in that area, you
No,
know.
no, no, no lower than 15 to 16, probably.
Yeah, no lower than the middle of the first round draft. Um,
Right.
and use use them trading back to pull, classic Scott Fitterer move and pick up additional picks later on in the draft. But I personally would love to see them trade back a few picks and be able to get the tight end from Notre Dame. And I've heard a lot
Right.
of people rumbling because I've seen this on a lot of mock drafts, and people say, well, he's not worth it. He's not a first round pick. I beg to differ. I
They don't know what they're
beg to
talking about.
differ. Yeah,
They don't know what they're
I
talking
think if
about.
they don't, I think if he's anywhere in that first round, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't be mad if Carolina took him in number 9. And I know people they top gonna blow off their heads and everything else, but if the quarterback that you want is not there at number 9, I think you
Right.
take the next biggest. Well, I ain't gonna say the next biggest need for the team because I think our next biggest need is probably cornerback. But I wouldn't mind a pick at cornerback either if we didn't get our franchise quarterback. But you know, like I said, it's just a what if. What do
Right.
you think
Right.
about it, Tony?
Believe it or not, I'm along the same lines as you are. We both feel great about Michael Mayer. That's
Mm-hmm.
one person that we have been talking about for months now, especially
Look
at
at
a
us agreeing.
position. Boy, go ahead. Boy, go ahead. Go to commercial break. I cannot believe this
Yeah.
is happening. Nah.
Hey, I wish we got paid like that to go to commercial break. That would be
Right, I
awesome.
know,
But
right?
continue, sir.
But seriously though, tight end was probably the weakest position that I felt that we had all season long. That's
Mm-hmm.
something that we had been talking about before the season started, in season, and after season. We need a true pass catching tight end. Michael
Exactly.
Mayer offers you both. He's a pass catching tight end and he's a blocking tight end. He can play
Yes.
all four downs for you. So
Exactly. Yep.
I'm not opposed to Carolina picking them at number 9 if all four of the quarterbacks that you just mentioned are gone by the ninth overall pick,
Mm-hmm.
because Frank Reich is a offensive minded coach, and most quarterbacks that have played in this league that our coaches now know how much value it is to have a tight end that can
Yes.
stretch the middle of the field, that can run the seam routes, that can run, you know, quick under routes, I probably didn't
Mm-hmm.
say that right, but that
Yeah.
also presents a great red zone target because of his
Mm-hmm.
size and
Yeah.
his catching ability. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something that, like I said, we have talked about all year long that Carolina is definitely lacking. So maybe number 9 might be too high, but who's to say? Like you say, what if, right?
Mm-hmm.
We never really
What
know.
if?
What if? Right. So I'm not opposed. I'm definitely not opposed to Michael Mayer at number 9. I'm not opposed to us um trading the pick, like I said before, no lower than 15. And if
Mm-hmm.
we can still grab him and also pick him an additional 1 or 2 picks on top of that, that would be
Yeah.
even better. That
Yeah,
would
because
be even better.
somebody trying to get up in the top 10, even though we're at the bottom, like number 9. But
Right.
I can see us swapping first round picks and maybe picking up a second or a third. And I mean, hell, depending on how bad, somebody would want to get up to number 9. If there's somebody available that they want there bad enough, we might be
Right.
able to squeeze a few more picks out of it. So, hey.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
So
but now Michael Mayer wouldn't be, my end all be all. Like I said, we have needs at edge. We have needs at cornerback. We definitely, if there's a star linebacker there,
right.
we could go a whole bunch of ways.
We can go a whole
But
bunch of
if
ways.
if this happens, I think the only way this scenario plays out is if Carolina picks up a quarterback in the off season. Okay. Somebody that they feel is not necessarily a bridge quarterback, but somebody who can come in and win and potentially win for a few more years. If that's the case, great. If not, we'll see. But I don't. I think that's the only way that this happens. Is if Carolina doesn't pick up a quarterback in free agency, I think they're going to do any and everything in their powers to trade up and like Scott Federer said, and go get their guy.
Right.
In the first
Believe
round.
I'm 110% with you on that, because one thing I can say that I do believe is Scott Fitterer comes from the Pete Carroll um mind he comes from that Pete Carroll minded offense.
Mm-hmm.
Not offense, but organization. And
Yeah.
they truly
How they think.
believe, right. They truly believe in taking full advantage, if possible, of having your franchise quarterback on a rookie deal. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you don't have to
Yeah.
pay, 40, 50 plus million a year to a quarterback, that leaves a lot more money that you can utilize in other positions of need. So
Yeah.
if we can trade up and get a quarterback, that franchise quarterback, you got 5 years basically that you can work with. At
Mm-hmm.
least three. At least three. Say
Yeah.
if you got that franchise quarterback, he balls out, and at the end of his third year, he's eligible for that rookie extension. Well, if
Mm-hmm.
the smart thing to do would be to go ahead and give him that rookie extension before he gets to year 4 and year 5.
Yeah.
But those first 3 years are going to be critical, especially when you kind of already strapped when it comes to the salary cap. So,
Yeah. Because they won a Super Bowl in those first 3 years
right,
of Wilson's contract, his rookie
his
year.
his
So,
second year, I think his second year
mm-hmm.
they went to Super Bowl. His second and
Yeah.
third year they went to Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's a
hey,
lot of options.
yeah, it's definitely a lot of options. But I'm gonna throw one more at you.
Come on
What
with it.
if what if all four quarterbacks are gone
Mm-hmm.
and Michael Mayer at number 9? what do you do then?
Hmm. I still
Inquiring
say,
minds want to know.
yeah, I still say trade back, and like we agree, no further than middle of the first round,
Right,
and you go for another need, cornerback, defensive end,
right.
somewhere along there. There's a couple good cornerbacks that will probably still be available in middle of the first round.
Definitely,
Christian Gonzalez
definitely.
may be gone, but you still got Joey Porter Jr. You know,
Joey Porter Jr.,
yeah, and there's a lot of good pass rushers out there too. So,
Cam Smith from South Carolina, now Darius Rush from South Carolina. I mean,
hmm
there's a lot of Devin Witherspoon from Illinois.
yeah,
So there's definitely a lot of corners, definitely a lot of first round potential when it comes. Excuse me, when it
cornerback,
comes to
yeah,
the when it comes to the cornerback position. So,
hmm
but yeah,
yeah,
I I
yeah. Like
I
I said,
like
I
that.
wouldn't, I wouldn't mind them getting in that mode of, okay, well, you know what, our guys are gone, let's trade back, get a few more picks in later rounds, and then we'll go from there.
Right, I'm with you on that. I'm
Yeah,
with you on that.
because one thing that I think is becoming abundantly clear, especially with these 47,456 coaches that the Panthers have hired in the last week. One thing you're not going to do is catch the Panthers with their pants down. They're going to have a
Listen,
plan. They
listen.
they, they are going to have a plan.
It's like they waited for the Black Friday sale to end, and then they came out the next day and started returning all the gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, nah,
Like
nah,
they
nah, no, 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 hold on.
not
No, I want these to be top of the line. I don't want these to be no Black Friday deal coaches. I want these
the
jokers to coach like they top of the line. Nah,
but hey,
nah,
yeah, that's we'll get into that another episode. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
whole nother episode we're gonna get into right there. But
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah,
I was yeah.
I got you. But Panther Nation, that is it for this episode of What If Wednesday. If you're watching this video and you like our content, please subscribe. We're still heading towards our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching and subscribing. Numbers are going up. We see that and we appreciate it. And make sure, if you haven't checked out our recent episode of Mock Draft Monday, you can go to our page and check that out. Stay tuned next week for another mock draft Monday and next week's mock draft. What if Wednesday. But until then, Panther Nation, keep pounding.